Hey guys, this is Mike Konevsky again. I wanted to talk with you about toolbox topics and automating toolbox topics, the importance of that and the value that it brings to a program. So many of my customers are or have been or come to me with a paper process. And quite honestly, it's very difficult to compete with getting somebody to read something off of an email and then passing a sign-in sheet around the company. It's simple, especially if you have multiple locations and/or your construction company and your crews are coming and going. And really, what we want to do is we want to just get a signature after hearing a message, and we want to move on. Right? The most effective form of communication is that direct contact with the supervisor and the employee. And there's no disputing that. However, there are ways where you can't automate that, and you can automate it in a way where you can get that engagement and that signature following the same logic, same process, but your tracking of that information is automated. So I just want to touch briefly on the value of some of those things, and I'm going to, at the end of this, give you an example of some of the outputs related to that. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we understand that inside of an automated toolbox topic, and this is specifically to my system, but there might be other tools out there that offer the same thing. One is the creative messaging. So really, I have found, and customers of mine have found, where being able to be creative in adding either YouTube videos or GIFs or memes or TikTok videos, or creating your own content that is similar to some of those things like TikTok videos. Those are very effective, especially depending on the audience that you're working with or you're communicating to. So take into consideration, if you're looking to create or looking to adopt one of these types of platforms, really the ability to effectively communicate in a different way. And mixing that up adds a lot of value and really gains the attention of individuals depending on how creative the content is. The second one is the messaging. So direct messaging. The automated system that we have, we allow for users, the administrators, to disseminate that information specific to the audience that they want to communicate that message to. So whether it's a facility, a particular department, or the entire company, you have the ability to pick and choose who does and does not receive this information. All too often, I've seen toolbox topics get disseminated to an entire organization when it's specific to a particular department. So you're asking 1,500 employees to sign off on something that's related to 150 individuals. So limiting and focusing your messaging when you're automating that is very, very helpful. The other thing is the ability to be paperless. So the cost associated with that, not only just cost in paper, but really the administrivia related to having to handle that piece of paper multiple times, asking a manager to try to keep up with those who have attended, who have not attended the toolbox topic, who have and have not signed off on those things, and then waiting for that manager to finally chase down that last signature before they send in that sign-in sheet. Those are the kind of things that really slow down and frustrate managers or supervisors when it's a lot to keep up with anyway. The last one is real-time data. So, and this will be one of the metrics that I show here at the end. But real-time data is very, very valuable from a safety manager's upper management and executive level, where we can see who is and who is not participating. Now, I mentioned this in a previous video. Compliance is tied directly to toolbox topics. So if I know that there needs to be a message that needs to get out very quickly, right? Something occurred at a facility, at a job site, and I want to make sure that the whole organization knows the right way to perform an act or the right way to adhere to a requirement. This is the kind of thing that I want to make sure that not only I have that message conveyed very quickly and disseminated very quickly, but I also want to make sure that I know who is and who has not viewed, or who has not participated in making sure that that engagement is and acknowledgement has been received. So those are the kind of things that I think that automating a toolbox topic is worth considering. Again, I'm the first one to admit that you can't beat paper. Paper is the easiest. Assembling a Word document, shooting it out in an email, there's nothing simpler than being able to send somebody an email and saying, hey, get me back a response with signatures. It dumps all of the responsibility, and I do mean dumps. It dumps all of the responsibility onto the supervisor or the manager, and then you are on the receiving end of their hard work. Unfortunately, there's a lot of work that you have to do when that information gets back to you. There's a lot of effort on the manager's side to keep up with those things. If you're disseminating or distributing more than one toolbox topic a week, more than one toolbox topic a month, it's a lot of information for that manager or supervisor to have to keep up with. So all things to take into consideration. I think an automated toolbox topic is worth at least looking into. Whether you're creating it in-house, if you're looking to do it with a third party, it's at least worth the consideration. And understanding some of the cost savings, as well as just some of the opportunities that you can get out of it. Okay, so I'm going to stop this now. I'll run a couple of seconds of some examples of reports, just so you have an idea of the outputs that you get, and really the accountability reporting that you can get from some of the information that you should expect when automating this. All right, y'all. I hope this helps.